All right, I'm Victor Zimmerman. I'm the guest chef at Rack and Roll. I've been cooking for probably over 30 years at different restaurants in the area and around the state.
My name is Sam Ciccilio. I'm with Thai One On Restaurant. I appreciate everybody including us in there this year, and I'm excited about what's going to happen, what we're doing here today.
John Carlo Miranda from Effina's Tuscan Grill downtown. I've got 7-8 years experience. We're gonna have fun though. You know, we got a lot of good food going out today.
My name is Executive Chef Andrew James Denton, and I'm representing Coldwater Mountain Brewpub. I've been cooking since I was about 13 years old. I got my first restaurant job when I was 14 in a little place called Diorio's in Columbus, Georgia.
All right, folks, we're fast away into the first round. My first stop over here is going to be with Thai One On. Chef Sam's definitely got some fresh flavors working up here. For those of you who didn't know, tonight we are doing 3 countries, appetizer, entree, and dessert, street food indicative of the country. Right now we're in the middle of the appetizer round, which is Mexico.
We got some street corn going on. We're gonna lime it down and put a little Mexican sour cream on it and see how it goes, and some poached cheese.
Man, that sounds good. A little fresh crema going on. Those of you that are familiar with Mexican cuisine may know a little something about chorizo. It's a ground pork sausage, seasoned up, makes phenomenal tacos. And that's definitely what we're doing for our mystery ingredient. Mystery ingredients going down. Chefs are working hard. Judges are on the floor. We got a lot of fun things happening. We're almost under 9 minutes. So if you're not getting ready to come off the heat, plate, garnish, and get ready for judges' table, this is your heads up. You're a little bit behind. All right, chefs, you got 30 seconds left. 30 seconds. If you're not already doing so, I need you headed to your plate, chef, hitting those final garnishes. Thai One On's going first tonight. I've got Chef Sam right now handing out plates.
Hey, we got you call it walking taco, or you just call it good food. How about it? So Mexico, I got some street cocktail. We got octopus in there. I got tuna. And lots of flavor.
Dude, this is so good. Every bite is different. Like every bite, you taste a different component. You get a different flavor. It's like 1 minute it's heat, 1 minute it's acid. And as you like dig further down into the bag, it's like something different. It's like a little adventure, honestly. And I can feel like your understanding of ingredients and the way that you like layered all the flavors, everything seasoned perfectly.
Effina's has put together a trio of taquitos.
Thank you.
Taquito's gonna be a rolled up version of a taco, fried crispy. I saw a trio of taquitos on the plate. I know you've got steak and chicken. Talk to me about the third taquito. What's in that?
The carne asada.
Carne asada, fantastic. And the mystery ingredient tonight, the cured chorizo.
We added it to all the taquitos and put it in the salsa verde that we got going on.
Sierra, I see you over there digging in. What's your favorite so far and why?
I would say the steak. The steak is super tender and juicy.
Rack and Roll, you're up. Tell us about this extremely amazing, very traditional street food you prepared.
Mexico, you can't go wrong with street corn, so we got that creamer going. We put the secret ingredient into it, incorporated into it. We got the cheese on it, and it's looking good and it's spicy.
Yeah, I know, it's great. I mean, you can never have enough cheese in a dish, in my opinion, and this is like covered in cotija cheese, so it's great. And I like the addition of the tahini, gives it a little bit of heat, a little bit of acid, like acidity. It's delicious.
I got Chef Andrew coming over from Coldwater. Looks like he has quesadillas in his hand.
Well, I think street corn is definitely a hit. I mean, there's only a few appetizers you can really do in Mexico, but I decided to make it a little different and do a quesadilla with it. And we incorporated the chorizo took this wrapping off of it, cut it, break it down, put it to the heat, folded it in with the rest of the quesadilla, and there we go.
Jack, how's that measuring up for you?
It's probably the best quesadilla I've ever had. It's quite warm, but quite good.
4 phenomenal chefs here. Tell us who's going home, who has been chopped, and why.
Unfortunately, our decision has been to chop Effina's first, solely for the fact that you really couldn't differentiate between the taquitos. All the protein, when they were cooked, ultimately tasted the same. I mean, but it was tough because everybody was so good. So unfortunately, Effina's is getting the axe.
Our second round is going to be street food from Hong Kong. Folks, feel free. Don't be chained to your seats. Go ahead and step over. Come around on the back here. If you're anything like me, I like to see where my food's being cooked. I kind of want to see how they're doing it. So feel free to get in, take a look. The only thing I ask is that you don't bother our chefs. Let them keep cooking. Save your questions for the end. Our secret ingredient tonight is going to be a fermented black bean and soy paste. This is a fermented black bean and garlic paste. Better than you'd think, right?
Yes.
Tell me what you smell. Kind of like soy sauce, maybe?
Yes, it smell like burnt soy sauce, like a barbecue soy sauce.
That's actually pretty accurate. So black garlic in here, black beans. We ferment those for a while, turn it into a paste. I'm going to stop over here by the Thai One On booth. Chef Sam.
Well, we got a walking noodles, very popular street food in Thailand. So we got a lot of Chinese influence, obviously, and so this is a walking noodles.
All right, folks, as we're winding up this entree round, we're looking at about 30 seconds left. Go ahead and put your hands together for our hardworking chefs tonight in the streets. Coldwater Mountain Chef Andrew, come on up. Let's get 3 plates to the judges. Again, folks, this round was street food, and the country was Hong Kong. Chef Andrew was making it look like a homemade bao bun, which is a steamed sandwich bun.
I went with something new and meets old, so I went with roasted sweet potatoes and almonds, which is apparently an ancient Chinese dish. So, and then the bao bun, I think that's more modern. So I kind of like to bring the two things together, kind of like myself and the rest of the restaurant at the brew pub. So I also incorporated your mystery ingredient right into the sweet potatoes, and I think it made the dish even better. So, yeah, thanks.
All right, Chef, up top. We'll see you here in a few.
The fermented, the black bean fermented paste is so perfect with the sweet potatoes. Like solid move on the use of the mystery ingredient. And I think sweet potatoes in the South is kind of a nostalgic thing anyways. So good play there. The pickled veggies are awesome. The bao bun, delicious. The pork belly is cooked perfectly. Like, you need to put these bao buns on the menu at the restaurant because they are fire.
Our next kitchen up is going to be rack and roll.
So we got that char siu pork tenderloin. We made the char siu sauce for it and the marinade ourselves. So it's got a lot of good ingredients. It's got that 5-spice Chinese seasoning on it. Got some hoisin sauce.
So typically, char siu would be pork shoulder, which tends to be a little fattier. It's got a little more flavor, more dark meat. So I was nervous when I saw the pork tenderloin because that does tend to dry out a lot quicker. However, this is far from dry. This is super tender, super moist. I love char siu sauce. Like I'm a big fan of hoisin. It's sweet. This sauce is spot on. But I wouldn't call this street food. This is definitely like a plated entree.
Chef Sam, Thai One On, let's go ahead and bring it up. I was talking to Sam earlier while he was cooking this dish. He said he had a little bit of a walking noodle going on. I definitely saw a big mound of crispy noodles. I saw some chopsticks sticking out. I have to say, Chef, as far as theatrics go, wow factor, The Dory locos in the first round. Now I see a huge pile of crispy noodles, chopsticks hanging out of the top. Tell me what we got going.
And this is Main Street food. I mean, you find it everywhere, even in Thailand. I know in Hong Kong, you get exactly the same dish you got here. The black bean sauce that you incorporated, as a matter of fact, it's already in our menu recipe. Thank you very much for getting that for us.
Bad news coming. 3 chefs, only 2 can move on.
Yeah.
Let us have it.
Okay, first of all, everybody crushed it with the mystery ingredient. So kudos, because that is the hardest part. But with that being said, this breaks my heart because I do actually have a relationship with these people, and I love the folks at Rack and Roll, but unfortunately, the assignment was street food, and that was an entree on a plate, and so Rack and Roll is getting the chopping block.
All right, put your hands together for
Sorry.
Rack and Roll this evening. Let's get to cooking. Street food, Denmark, dessert. Doing a little research on Denmark, Chef, we saw that apples are traditionally used in the desserts. Chef, what we did here is we took some Pink Lady apples, I sliced them, threw them on the dehydrator for a few hours. Good luck to you. We hope it works into your dessert very well. Chef, is that some fried dough you're dropping right now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Fried
Fried
dough.
puff dough, pastry puff.
All right, judges. Final drawing, final round. Denmark, dessert, street food. Who's going first?
Thai One On.
Thai One On up first. Put your hands together for Chef Sam.
I know they're big on puff pastry, and lemon flavored glaze. Fill it up with cream, a little butter, and lemon taste.
Chef Andrew, Coldwater Mountain Brewpub.
So with this dish, it's a rice pudding, Kaborio rice, cherry compote, almonds take a key factor into it. But I also incorporated the mystery ingredient, the apple chips, as a layer in between the cherries and the rice. So I hope you enjoy it.
You used the mystery ingredients very well in each round. So when it came down to the dessert round, it was a tie. We couldn't really decide who had the better dish. They were both fantastic and both played to the country, the origin, and the street food theme. So with that being said, we looked at the meal as a whole, and it was not unanimous. We've been arguing over this for the last 7 minutes. So with that being said, we have decided that the winner for the Main Street Chop Championship is Thai One On.